Slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. It'll be warm with a high near 72. Tonight, clear skies will be breezy. That low around 45. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and cooler with a high near 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman and Austin Orman. Old School with Foreman and Orman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. Welcome in. It is Old School 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Austin Orman here. No Jay Foreman today, but that's all right. That means we got a different kind of Hall of Famer. And the boss man, the owner, DP, is in for this hour of Old School on a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday here in the capital city. DP, thanks for stepping in. Appreciate it. How are you?
I didn't know you were aware of my nightclub Hall of Fame dancing.
I didn't say which Hall of Fame.
Resume. I didn't know that my nightclub Hall of Fame resume had made it to Lincoln.
The exploits are legendary.
Oh man,
we hear tales.
There are some stories. There's all factual, sir.
402-464-5685. If you know about DP's exploits, tell us. Maybe don't do that. Just kidding. If you want to be a part of the show, Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line and streams always open for you. Again, 402-464-5685. This is Old School, brought to you by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This is also Sauce Gardner, brought to you by Chris Ballard. DP, I am floored. I am stunned. Something got into Chris Ballard over the offseason. Maybe it was the fear of God. Maybe it was the fear of losing his job. I don't know what it was. Maybe there was some sort of like Freaky Friday, body swap going on here. Maybe the spirit of AJ Preller or Les Snead found its way to Chris Ballard's residence and made him a brand new man. But the Indianapolis Colts signed 2 relatively high-profile free agents on defense in Cam Bynum and Charvarius Ward. And now, at the trade deadline, they say, nope, that's not enough. Our cornerback room decimated by injuries. Sauce Gardner, come on down. I like it. I don't know if I love it. I get it. I just don't know what to do with my hands seeing the Colts do something relatively splashy in season. I don't know what to make of it.
Splash has a cost.
It does.
Splash has a cost. And if you're willing to be the person enjoying the splash, that's cool. But there's the water has to leave the pool. And what leaves the pool may be of value.
Mm-hmm.
If you said to me the possibility of the Colts winning a Super Bowl, and then you measured that by saying, I think you're an elite corner away from that. Okay, there's some juice for the squeeze. If you tell me that the Colts are 2 years away or a year away, then giving up those 2 first-round draft picks, splash. Different splash, right? That's the one where you're tanning and you're being patient.
The foot pool more so than
right.
The pool.
Like it's just a thing. So I'll ask you as a Colts fan whether you think they were one player away from being legitimate Super Bowl contenders.
I think they're already illegitimate Super Bowl contenders.
Why?
You know, a lot of numbers point that this is sustainable.
What
this
numbers?
Is real.
Give me numbers.
There's all sorts of numbers that would point to it. Look at their offensive numbers in terms of yards per play. They had few turnovers before going to Pittsburgh, which is really the black eye right now. Really good EPA offensively. Defense has been trending in the right direction despite all the injuries in the backfield. A lot of their offensive ranks look sustainable. They're not necessarily, just big play merchants. Yeah, they faced an easier schedule, but they've dominated an easier schedule. I'm on board with the Colts being real enough that this is a worthwhile swing, maybe for this year, but at the very least, for the next 2 years. Here's how I think about this as a Colts fan. Number one, this year has been a surprise. I expected them to get 7 wins on the year, not go 7 for their first 9, and then have 1 against the Falcons before they head to a bye week. But you get a guy in Sauce Gardner who has shown all-pro capability. Don't love the potential change of scenery vibes around him. If you're not trying hard for one team, why would you all of a sudden try hard for another team? But it lines up really well that Sauce Gardner already has his extension done for a team that had some cap space. They can absorb it, not have to worry about the contract negotiations or anything. And really, with the other contracts that the Colts have, this sets them up for a 2 to 3 year window before all these other contracts really come due all at the same time. Figure out who you're going to extend, figure out who it is you're going to let go. Kind of locks them into the Daniel Jones experience, which I'm not fully on board with. But those 2 first-round picks, as valuable as they are, become less valuable in the Colts' mind if they think that, hey, we're going to be picking toward the end of the first round. We've made hay in the second, third, and fourth rounds over the last 5 years under the Chris Ballard regime. So you know what? We're really banged up. We got in our mind, top 3 corner in the NFL, maybe more for, yes, an expensive price, but we think that he can make more of an impact in this Super Bowl window than either of those 2 first-round picks will.
So back to your statement. What if you take the last 2 dominant NFL franchises who won a bunch of Super Bowls? What does this version, 9 weeks in, this version of the Colts have that the Chiefs and the Patriots had? Because I don't see it, and you didn't see it 9 weeks ago.
Correct.
So talk me through this so I understand what metric exactly, what number exactly sets up to represent what winning Super Bowls in the NFL currently is.
This to me from the Colts is not. Hopefully, it's a Super Bowls move. I would love that if it was a Super Bowls move. But if you're asking for one number, I don't know if I have the exact number to point to that. Oh yeah, this is absolutely what it is.
Well, I want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So go ahead.
But the offense right now is the best offense in the NFL by EPA per play, which is a pretty stable metric. It's opponent adjusted. The defense is about middle of the pack. You had a proven defensive playmaker.
You know that's not a real number, right? You know that's not a real football.
Are any numbers real?
You know that's not a real football number. That's the EPA is not. Tell me what the Patriots under Brady's EPA was.
Really good. Every year.
Give me what was the
Every
number?
year. I don't have the exact number
Okay.
in front of me, but I know it was
Okay.
really good.
Chiefs. What does
The Chiefs
what
were the
does-
best offensive EPA really of all time in some of their Super Bowl
Okay,
runs.
so but that's okay. So
But did we look over long? We're looking at this season.
Well,
The
we're
Colts made a move for this season and next season and maybe the season after that. And if I'm not allowed to be happy that the Colts went in to give
want you to
themselves
be
a chance.
thrilled. I want you to be thrilled from the rooftop, thrilled. But when we talk about Super Bowl metrics, first of all, there's style of play that has to match. Defensively, there's styles of play that not only last through an NFL season, but then transfer over into the elite games that are played in January.
Mhm.
And nothing about Daniel Jones translates, transfers, or highlines that he's going to be a Super Bowl caliber quarterback compared to the other quarterbacks. He's going to have to be better than for this team to win a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I was good. You're not wrong. I just wanted to hear the number. I was hoping there was a number because for the third time today I heard somebody use that, and I'm always curious. What are you talking about? Because there are things that happen within the game that are identifiable. If you tell me yards per rush on third down, passing efficiency on third down, red zone passing efficiency, touchdowns to interceptions in red zone, because that tells me if you're either able to score or defend the score in those critical games, bad weather games, against high caliber opponent games, and then because beating Jimmy and Joe is not the same as beating the Manny and Mo's of elite January football.
Mhm. But the Colts have never been in position to at least have a chance at that. And the Colts are in position right now to have that chance.
Yes.
Nothing is ever guaranteed.
Yes.
No, Daniel Jones does not look the part of Patrick Mahomes 2.0. No, he doesn't look like Tom Brady. I get that. He probably never will. But at least he's in position, right? I mean, you want some numbers here, just some. Football points per game, Colts are scoring a league best 32.2 of them. That's not bad. Rushing yards per game. Colts right now are top quarter of the league, 125.6. Okay, that's a way to win. You look at passing yards per game, sure, they're third in the league at about 258 yards per game. In terms of total offense, the Colts are number 2 behind only the Buffalo Bills. And those are some of the surface numbers.
These Texans are funny.
They are. I love them. I appreciate them. I do, and we'll certainly get to that. If you look at the defensive stats, right, passing yards per game, Colts towards the bottom, allowing 244.8 yards per game. Rushing yards per game, much better. They are 4th in the league, allowing just 87. And in terms of points per game, the Colts are, again, a top 8 unit, allowing 20.1 points per game.
And is top 8 the metric? Is that the standard that you're shooting for?
Well, top 8 gives you a chance. In an NFL that hasn't been dominated by any one team this year, all the normal, regular contenders, put them in air quotes, right? Chiefs have questions. Eagles have questions. Bills have questions. Ravens have questions. Lions are answering more and more of their questions. Packers have questions. And these teams that you would have thought before the year are we're going to get there. The Colts have said, no, with our play on the field, we've broken into that conversation. And that's a huge step in the right direction. I don't care who won last year in as much as how it translates to this year. Sure, other teams have more championship DNA. Absolutely, we've never seen it from the Colts before. But they seem legit for this year's NFL, and they made a move to make themselves more legit for this year's NFL.
So I am of the belief system that there's regular season football and then there's postseason football.
I agree.
And that a lot of the metrics where people get in trouble, Detroit Lions a year ago, right? That in the regular season, they did all of these things until you got into an octagon where there was no escape and you had to figure out a way or you weren't getting out.
Well, there are teams like that every year.
That part.
And I'm not saying the Colts aren't that team. I'm saying very well they could
then
be.
you lean to in those situations, what do we know versus what we think we know? And I tend to land more firmly in what we know versus what we think we know. What we think you know get you in trouble, right? That I hope this thing plays out the way that we see it. But the reality is the reason why there is a finite, and I mean a very finite group of teams and players who win Super Bowl championships in the National Football League.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is all that metric stuff goes out the door when you got to be a dude against a dude.
Mm-hmm.
When you have to face a dude in the most critical of times, with the most critical plays, there is a handful, and I mean just simply a handful of teams, players, organizations, coaches that are built for it. And the reality is, we can go through and name 4 franchises with 3 quarterbacks who legitimately ran the NFL for the last 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And all the comers and goers, be on your way. Nice try. But this was grown man territory. January we talk about basketball in the sense that there's a meat grinder involved in the ACC. There's a meat grinder in the Big Ten Conference. And we often say, quite frankly, Big Ten teams, when it comes to basketball, tend to eat each other up. They consume one another, and there's nothing left when they go face the lion from another den. There's nothing left. That's been the story, except for the one.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're often the lion that's in the den.
AFC football, AFL football, AFC football has some leadership at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That 4 of the best leaders, and 4 of the best coaches sit firmly in the path of the Indianapolis Colts. And that in any case, even playing at home at the same pace and rate of success they've had currently, do I not really think that the Colts would be favored against any of them?
Of course they wouldn't be. They haven't been there. They haven't done it before. But it seems like you want them to guarantee a Super Bowl win by getting Sauce Gardner.
I'm
just saying that's just what it sounds like. Why do you make this move unless you're going to win a Super Bowl? I'm saying you make this move to help you win a Super Bowl.
No. My question was, if you give up 2 first-round draft picks, if you tell me that the Colts are 1 player away right now
from having a chance,
I'm gonna lean away. If you tell me that you're a year and 2 first-round picks away, okay, I can now dance to that beat. I could get that you can tell me that 2 first-round draft picks or the accumulation of will get you the 3 players that will make you Kansas City, Buffalo friendly, right? That you belong in the neighborhood and you can stay in the neighborhood, right? You can stay in the neighborhood. It takes a perfect script right now. Fair? That's yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them getting Sauce because, bruh, you can face some dudes. I'll ask you as a Colts fan, was that the position of need or just one of 2?
The more and more I've thought about it, I mean, it's been, 4 hours-ish since the move has broken. Yeah, I think it was the move at the position of need.
Offensively, what's the position of need?
Hard to say there really is one right now. I mean, you could argue quarterback. Obviously Daniel Jones isn't Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. I get that. Lamar Jackson obviously needs to be in that conversation. Joe Burrow.
Did you really just say that you're not going to give Lamar the 2-time MVP?
I put him in that, right? But in terms of the team success, right? This year, the Ravens are down. So I was thinking about teams that are right now in the playoff picture. Baltimore's got some work to do. No, Daniel Jones is not Lamar. No, he's not Patrick Mahomes. No, he's not Josh Allen. And I get that. And he'll have to prove, maybe he has to hit that level 1 game, maybe 2 or 3. And the more you ask him to do it, the less likely he's going to be able to. But you want to play big boy, grown man football? How about a top 3 offensive line in the league in Indianapolis? Had a really bad day against Pittsburgh. That's really the black eye. How about
you think their line is rusher? You think their line, not their running back, but their
offensive line is a top 3 unit in football?
Based on what?
Based on all sorts of stuff. The pressure to sack rate has been really good until the last 2 weeks. They're, again, a top 4 rushing offense in football.
How much of that is Taylor?
It's back and forth, right? You can give credit either way. Of course, Jonathan Taylor's incredible.
Well, no, if you say to me that the Colts are the number 4 rush offense in football, I'm going to applaud from the rooftop. If you tell me that offensive line, that group of 5 is top 3 in the NFL, I'm going to tell you, no, it's not.
It's been playing like it.
Man, that Kool-Aid must be that.
It's been playing
that
like
is
it.
some good.
It's been
Colts,
playing like it.
That
They've
is
avoided
Colts
sacks.
Kool-Aid.
They've run the ball consistently. What more can you ask for?
Are they defending Daniel the Runner Jones? That's
yes.
The scrambling, run out of the pocket, stay on the move, Daniel Jones.
They have not asked him to do that much this year. He hasn't had to run for his life.
Oh,
he hasn't had to because the offensive line has been
Austin,
good.
I'm clutching pearls. I'm not even wearing. Like I love how much you love this team. And as they advance and grow, I'm going to cheer with you. I just also, in asking the question, was that if I think that the Colts are this season, whatever this plays out to be, first round, second round, whatever, and the 2 number 1 draft picks, from being in that 3-team conversation for the next 5 years, even with Daniel Jones, I'm not sure that trading a end of season corner who has to adjust and fit in. We don't know chemistry wise what he's going to do to that locker room, because that's been the story in the Jets. And my goodness gracious, the Jets was kind of a bad seed sort of farm. So why would you do that? And why would you go inject that into your perfectly good soup? If your soup is, you've got the best soup in the whole AFC community, why would you inject this thing that is not known or familiar into it? To change it. You're going to change the way you play, right? You're going to change the way you engage. You're going to change the way you call defensive schemes, right? Because now you're going to free up some people to do some additional things, which means you're going to go away from the thing that got you the best record in the conference, right?
Maybe. You've also made it work with some really sketchy backup cornerbacks for a while, and you saw an opportunity for a guy that wasn't widely thought of as available, and you went and got him. So yeah, he's an unknown. Yes, it's a risk. Absolutely, it is.
Hey, Ben,
you're making your bet.
Ben, go to your corner. Go to your corner. Ben, go to your corner. Go to your corner. How about that? I just saved you 10 minutes of text time. How about that? Go to your corner. Yeah, I'm that dude today. That I absolutely. I'm just picking at Austin, my little brother Austin, because I know how much he loves this Colts team, and I appreciate what they've done, and I like the addition of Sauce Gardner, except 2 first-round draft picks. The idea of the Colts with having this season.
You understand it from the Colts' mindset.
Oh,
they
absolutely
think they're right there.
Oh,
it's a bet. It's the bet that they're making.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were right or wrong to do it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's the bet they're making.
I love the onions required to do it,
which he had not shown. Ballard had not shown them.
Right, right. Like it's exceptional. The season the 9 weeks that they've had, exceptional business, man. Like fully. To get that from what everybody wrote off, and to get into the place where you're in the conversation, not only in the conversation, but you're one of the first ones in the room. So that all makes sense. And then you added a legitimate Pro Bowler to the fold.
Even All-Pro. Not just Pro Bowler, but All-Pro.
And then if you told me that you could do that and get 2 of the best players either next year or in the next 2 years, to add to whatever you have in play, oh my goodness, right? Because there's some dudes. There's some dudes. You could even take those 2 and go get another dude who is your choice in full, right? Doesn't come with luggage, right? Doesn't come with bad seeds attached. It's just your guy, and he's going to be your guy. He's not going to know any other way other than the Indianapolis Colts way. Now you're bringing a dude that's going to walk in and go, because the first time the defensive coordinator asked him to do something in a situation against Marvin Harrison Jr., and he goes, nah, why would we do that? Because it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen. I still think you will finish the regular season with the best record in the AFC. That's possible.
It's on the table.
Likely,
You have a chance.
part of the conversation. then the cooking gets interesting,
Agreed.
right? Because there are people who cook all year long, but when it comes time for that Thanksgiving dinner, they get out the way and let the grown folks cook because there's a lot of timing required, a lot of chemistry required. Don't get fancy. Don't try experimenting for Thanksgiving dinner. Let the grown folks who have 30 years experience of doing this do that. And I'm just not sure that that's where we are yet.
Which is fair. Again, I'm not saying it's a perfect move, but I'm saying I like it. And if you think about specifically that 2026 first rounder that the Colts gave up, they gave up 26 and a 27. By the time Sauce Gardner's extension is done, you'd have to be thinking about picking up the 5th-year option on that first round pick. So really, you got Sauce Gardner said this year's first, and then the 2027 first is a wild card. Here in just the last couple minutes, DP, I do want to touch on the other move that the Jets made, and that is trading Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a first and a second round pick. So that leaves the Jets with 7 first-round picks across the next 2 years, 4 firsts in 2026 and 3 in 2027. Dallas also traded for Wilson, the linebacker from Cincinnati earlier. I think that was yesterday, actually, late yesterday, early today. But man, New York Jets, Aaron Glenn in the building, tearing down the defense, the thing that guy was known for.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Like to watch that play out. And I was listening to folks just this weekend talk about Williams and his advancement at this stage in his career. Like we forget that he's a dude, right? And to watch that and then to have him be available for this sort of thing, I would imagine some teams swung and missed that didn't know he was available.
Not widely,
right?
From what I've heard. Yeah.
Maybe not knowing he's available. But this is the time of year where relationships matter, right? Because there's 2 GMs that like each other that go, hey, man, not for nothing, I got one for you. Are you interested? The answer is like, really? I can have him?
Okay.
Sure. It's there. From the text line, it says, with what you're saying, comparing this, Indiana Hoosiers are the same as the Colts. No pedigree, but they both have legitimate shots at winning it all. Come on, DP. When you say rushing yards on third down metrics, you lose credibility. Your co-host is right and you're wrong. A couple of things. My co-host is always right. He's always right. I never once in the conversation said he was wrong. It is almost as if you didn't listen. Because what I asked him was for more information. I never said you were wrong. I would never think that you were wrong. Your opinions are valid. They're well thought out. I just said, give me more. So there's that. And he says, you're wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. And I'm okay with that too. Austin Orman.
Let me jump off really quick on that Indiana thing. I think that is a good way to look at this team, and then we can just stop that text right there, and I have nothing to add on to the end. Where, no, what DP said, right? But yes, it's hard to believe a team is for real till they show you they're real. All that I can ask the Colts to do is make moves to win games and win games. That's what they've done so far.
Yes, they
There's no guarantee that it's going to continue.
Yes, they have.
The only way that it gets legitimized is by doing it again.
Yeah.
But I can't tell the future.
No.
My gut tells me this helps the Colts.
I like that you went and did something. And it was substantial.
Yes.
Can I say this? That had it been Williams instead of Gardner, I would have had a entirely different reaction and response, because I think Williams added to the Colts defense makes it more difficult for Kansas City and Buffalo. Is that fair?
That is disrespecting. Don't make me say his name again. Don't make me say his name again, DP. You walked right up to that ledge.
Right? That's literally why I took you there.
DeForest Buckner. Respect that man.
That's literally
Big
why
Grover Stewart. Respect that man.
That's literally why.
Latu. Respect that man.
Do they not understand that it is literally my place in this just to agitate Austin? Like, do they not get this?
If they don't, they haven't been listening long enough.
Oh, man.
And joke is on.
That's so good.
Them. Coming up tonight, the first college football playoff rankings will be revealed. Let's dive into that when we get back here to Old School.
You're listening to Old School with Jay Foreman and Austin Orman. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Back to Old School with Foreman and Orman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, we're back. Austin Norman DP with you here at 93.7 Ticket, ticketfm.com. Big thanks, as always, to our friends at Heartland of Nebraska Windows for their sponsorship of the show. You can learn more online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com or give them a call at 402-430-3852. Heartland of Nebraska Windows, based out of Hallam, Nebraska. They offer free estimates, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty on everything while keeping their prices affordable. They're locally and family owned as well, with their own team of installers. DP, the college football playoff has its own team of installers. They call it the Selection Committee. Nebraska Athletic Director Troy Dannon involved, former Nebraska head coach Mike Riley involved. Really cheesy video put out by the football playoff account yesterday about everyone leaving their hats at the door. I get the symbolism. It was cheesy. Whatever, do your thing. But they unveiled their first rankings tonight. Let's just start in the top 4. I have Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, A&M at 3, Alabama at 4. Does that feel pretty concrete to you?
Yeah, it seems to be the entire circuit of ESPN, CBS, NBC, et cetera, of folks who tend to agree on those things as the top 4. In whatever order you want to put them in, they would make some point that, again, in a lot of these cases, that's going to change because these teams are going to face each other maybe once, sometimes twice, over the time where these bids actually go out. Do you want to put somebody in there that a loss would dictate losing one of them if they're not one of the best teams? But I'll pitch you this. To me, just simply to me, undefeated teams at this stage of the season should be ahead of one-loss teams.
Should be.
That's just, if you are BYU, you have earned through your undefeated Big 12 season a bye. You've earned it over the one-loss SEC, ACC, Big 10 team. That's just me. So that's where I land.
Okay, let me ask you this then, DP. The next group of teams in terms of the playoff would be 5, 6, 7, and 8. The teams hosting a first-round game on campus. Right now, who do you think would have those home games on campus? It's up to you.
So it's 4 plus 4, right?
Yes.
Let me look. I actually had the list last night talking to
I think to me it'd be Georgia. I would have BYU there at number 6. I think. I mean, I'm with you. Undefeated teams should get the nod. Then I would say Ole Miss gets a home game, and then I think Oregon.
Here's why I think BYU should get it. But it's the same reason why I hope they don't. Because if you think you're going to play high quality football in Provo, Utah in late December, pack some gear, pack some Eskimo shoes, pack some parkas. You're about to live. You won't be able to see the numbers on the field. You will not be able to see the lines on the field. Like, I'm just, they moved that Holy War game from the last week of the season because it was always a snowball and miserable. So the fact that you're going to make, and quite frankly, I need for like USC to go. I need a southern I need a warm weather team to have to go to Provo, Utah and play this game. So yeah, there's that. They look like the 8. I have it's a gut punch feeling, but I think somebody's going to end up in South Bend, Indiana.
Interesting.
I just
see. I put Notre Dame as the 11.
Yeah,
is what I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, they have 2 losses already. Really, only jumped because other teams lost. Didn't really do anything of their own.
I'm going to remove, to get to my 12, I'm going, just because of what they've done to date, I'm going to remove all the 2-loss teams. you had an opportunity to play yourself into the 12.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a 2-loss team, you failed twice already. Like, you've been tested at this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no guarantee that the teams were better than the ones you lost to. So, sorry, Notre Dame. You got to move. Oklahoma, you're not in the conversation. Texas, you're not in the conversation. Vanderbilt, you're not in the conversation. Utah, Miami, you're not in the USC, Michigan. Hey, I'm going to say it again. Michigan does not belong in the conversation. Tennessee, Washington, Cincinnati. So, everybody else into the pool. Everybody else play your way. Play it. If you're a 1-loss or an undefeated team, you're in the conversation.
You know who's a 1-loss team that's undefeated in conference, DP?
Who that is?
The Who's.
Mm-hmm.
I have them as the 10 right now.
Well, I told you Saturday night. I'm having a hard time keeping my Gators down when it comes to the Virginia Cavaliers. Like, we saw the early season win on primetime television.
Mm-hmm.
They may be the least appealing 1-loss team I've ever seen because they play everybody close,
mm-hmm.
whether they're 30 points better than them or 3. They're going to play you. It's going to be the same game every week. They're going to get up. Their defense is going to hold it close. The opposing team will make a run, and then Virginia will make a stop in a final drive to give it the right point spread. But they could win the ACC and get a bye.
Or they could flame out in spectacular fashion. It's all on the table for Virginia because of that style of play.
Well,
just ask Tony Bennett.
Well, if it comes, that's a different. Basketball for them has a different feeling than you sitting on the lawn on the berm at that stadium with all the preppies and blue Argyle and orange Blazers, which is a thing somewhere in your near future. I need to send you to Charlottesville for a game day, just to experience the frats and sororities and all of that sort of tradition at the lawn. But it could come down to them and Virginia Tech. Their season could come to, and you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. So, they strike me as being in a January 1st or 2nd bowl, but not in the big dance. That's just me.
No, that's fair. I would like to remove Notre Dame from consideration, but I do think that they will end up with a spot in tonight's rankings, whether or not I like it. I would be really curious to fast forward through the end of the year and see if Virginia survives, if Louisville maintains its pace, or Georgia Tech just suffered a weird loss to North Carolina State, but the Bees were balling right before that. 2-loss Vandy feels like they lost some steam. Texas has a chance to pick up a couple big wins. If Texas ends the year 9-3 and
they better not.
I know.
They better not.
But then we get into the same conversation we had with Alabama last year.
But I'm consistent.
I know. I agree.
0-loss and 1-loss teams are the only ones that get my attention. If you failed the test twice, Austin, if we go to a driving test and you fail it twice, you can't drive me. Those are the rules. I'm sorry. I'm not.
But are you sorry? No. Don't be sorry.
I'm not. Yeah, we're there for the ride. Like, you're there to enjoy yourself. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But that's a 2-loss team in college football currently.
Mm-hmm.
That some days it's a limo, some days lemon, and that you're just going to accept it. That's what it's going to be. So I'm going to lean heavily on the undefeateds and the 1-loss folks. The 1-loss folks. I mean, you're not talking about that big of a number. Start with Memphis, Georgia Tech, Louisville.
Do you think Memphis holds on to the group of 5?
No.
Ooh.
Virginia, Texas Tech, Oregon, Georgia, Alabama. So 8 teams. Add to that the 4 undefeateds, gives you your 12. I'm just going to simplify it just for the sake of what kind of season have you had? The coaches would tell you we would like to finish at 0 losses. We're perfectly accepting of a 1-loss season. 2 losses means we failed at some things. Like we failed at them twice.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the 0 and 1s. Everybody else has got to stay in the line. Go. You're okay going to the other bowl. You can go to the Outback. I'm cool.
Right now, I have 5 SEC teams, 3 Big Ten teams, 2 Big 12 teams, ACC and a group of 5. I might have rearranged
who's
that
your
map.
Who's your third Big Ten?
My third Big Ten, so I have Ohio State, I have Indiana, and I have Oregon.
Man.
From the Big Ten. I have Alabama,
That makes sense.
A&M, Georgia, almost. So I guess it was 4 SEC, 3 Big Ten, 2 Big 12. I have BYU and Texas Tech both, making it 1 ACC, whoever the champion is right now, Virginia. I have Memphis in my group of 5, and then I do think Notre Dame will
Virginia
be in there
and Georgia
as of
Tech?
today.
Virginia and Georgia Tech.
I don't have them both in.
So one of them will get in. Boy,
Yes, whoever that ACC champion is. And again, I wouldn't have Notre Dame there myself, but I think they're going to be there.
Dabble out there squeezing lemon in the soup, man.
If there is a 4th Big Ten team, DP, is it USC? Is it Iowa?
My stomach hurts.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Uh-huh.
Oh, I retasted lunch right there. Right, because we saw USC and went, not
for sure.
Not so much. And nothing about this, because that means that Nebraska is going to have to fail at home against Iowa for that to happen. And we are not having that. We're not going to have it, Billy Hole. We're not going to have it. No, I'm not. I can't. So I think that would be, I think Michigan with a win over Ohio State could shake the rattle and roll. If they finish the rest of their season with wins, but I also think that would just only be to get themselves in the conversation, not to kick Ohio State out. I think Ohio State would still end up in the top 8.
Yeah.
So, and then, oh, by the way, there are the Washington Huskies sitting firmly at number 24.
Like you said already, with 2 losses.
Right. They're not going to be.
Can they walk the tightrope, or are they that last team in?
No.
I don't know.
Listen, as long as there are enough undefeated and 1-loss teams, no 2-loss team should be in this conversation. Like, you can say that, well, what if you're a conference champion? Okay, that means your conference wasn't very good.
And do we really want you at our party?
Right. Like, do I need you at my table?
Mom told me I had to invite you to my party.
Right. Right. You get cake, but you don't get to make a plate and take one with you. So that's
absolutely.
Yep.
We'll take that one with us to break. We'll be back to wrap up Old School, get you set up for Outside the Box, for weekly Disrupt, Takedown Tuesday, all that good stuff right after this.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with Foreman and Orman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through November 9th, enjoy USDA Choice Boneless Chuck Roast, $6.99 per pound. USDA Choice Whole Beef Brisket, $4.99 per pound. 10-pound tubes of 80% lean ground beef, $3.99 per pound. And Busch Light 30 racks, $17.99 each when you buy 2. Call ahead now to reserve your fresh turkey for Thanksgiving. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays boys volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Back to old school with Foreman and Orman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back one final time here on Old School. Austin Norman, VP with you, getting you set up for Outside the Box. Got head coach Lincoln Stars Rocky Russo waiting in the wings outside. This final segment brought to you, as always, by the good people at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Check them out. 2 locations here in Lincoln. Our friends down at 68th and O, as well as 40th and Old Cheney. All sorts of great stuff going on there. It's football season. It's basketball season. They got TVs. They got the games. They got the food. Get yourself over there. DP, we have some numbers from alcohol sales at Memorial Stadium.
Do it.
Matt Brown of Extra Points did a Freedom of Information Act request to all sorts of public schools. Nebraska is not number 1 in something. Nebraska is only number 2. Nebraska, this was through September, so no October numbers yet, still waiting for those to come in. But in August and September, Nebraska sold 168,293 units
Give me the number
of alcohol.
Give me the number.
The number of units sold?
Yes.
168,293.
That's for September.
August and September, yes. So about 40,000-ish a game.
There was a home game in August? I thought they were on the road in August.
Well, it includes August and September, but for Nebraska, it would just be September.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there were 3 home games or 4? 4
Would have been 4.
4 home. So 40,000 a game.
A pop. 42,000 a pop. It's about
okay.
1 for every 2 people.
Okay. So let me say this as nicely as I can say it. That 42,000 per game makes me feel about the same as I do about the 6-3 record. While I understand it, and I'm not going to boo it, it is not as impressive as I would like for it to be.
Let me tell you this, though. Not only is Nebraska number 2 in units sold, Nebraska is number 2 in revenue from alcohol sales. Nebraska has made $2,074,806.25 off of those 42 cans per pop.
Same number of tickets. I say the same thing about the 6-3 record and the crowds for those 6-3 games. That I'm not going to boo it. I expect better. And it's sad that I expect better. Are we really working in thirds for this?
Not really.
That a third are going to drink and consume heavy, a third won't drink at all, a third will kind of go with the crowd. But if you tell me that a third, that's 30,000 people, that you aren't power pouring, a third of the people, you got beer to let's just say you got to 20% of the people for 2 beers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're maxing out at 2 beers.
What we're doing. And yet, that is better than every place in the country save one.
What's the one?
I'll give you a guess.
What's the one?
I'll give you a guess, DP.
What's the one?
I need you to say it. Who do you think it is? Give me your guess, please.
What's the one? Oh.
Familiar. It'll make sense. Very similar colors.
Utah.
It is not Utah. Is in the same conference as Nebraska.
Oh. Indiana? Oh, no. Maryland.
Wisconsin. The University of Wisconsin has sold 255,122 units of alcohol for $3,088,000. $3,088,690.
Are they that much beer friendly than everybody else?
It's been their reputation for a while. They get after it.
Utah drinks more before the game.
Wisconsin drinks before the game and during the game.
During the game.
And likely after the game as well.
I would have thought Georgia, Florida, Texas. I would have thought Texas.
Okay.
I would have thought Texas. Now that I think about it, I would have.
How about this? Texas is getting beat by North Texas.
But the mean green, that makes sense.
Your top 5: Wisconsin, Nebraska, Tennessee, LSU, and Minnesota does not give the number of units, but Minnesota, in terms of revenue, is number 5 at just over $1 million.
I don't believe you, PJ Fleck.
Then Michigan, Indiana, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Illinois.
I'm disappointed that
Top
West
10.
Virginia is not. I'm disappointed that number is so low.
Well, they don't sell moonshine in the stadium.
Well, yeah,
that's the
part.
problem.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That checks out.
So I'll give them credit for still being that high, despite
that checks out.
The whole moonshine.
And they don't have a lot of nighttime games because nighttime's in Morgantown. Beer.
A little dangerous, different kind of danger.
Different deal.
Walking into and hopefully out of Morgantown. DP, it's been a blast as always. Thank you, good sir.
Thank you for having me. Greatly appreciate it.
Getting out of the way, we got Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars. Alex Fern joined by head coach Rocky Russo and a couple of player guests. Tuesday afternoons roll along here, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovbneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska